Well, John, second try.
Well, we tried this once before, you know. A climb down off what used to be an old Indian trail and one of the very few ways off the top of these Vermillion Cliffs, the slash of sheer red sandstone that rise a couple of thousand feet off the desert floor north of Marble Canyon.
Any advice, Mel?
Yeah, just keep going until you get the bottom.
Rancher Mel Schoppman drove us to the top and gave us some advice, and then John Schoppman and Joseph Munch, the photographer, and my photographer, Jeline John Luter, and I all started down through the narrow cut.
Remember this spot, Bill? This is where I went across this ladder, and we turned around. You guys had to pull me back up in that snow. Well, we had an inch of snow on us when we did that. John, let me get secured here on something on the other before you come.
Ah, yes, the last time we had arrived at this precipitous point when it began to snow, at which point we declined to go any farther and promised then that we'd be back on a sunnier day. On this sunny day, we're back.
Up on top there was some ruins where the Indians used to live, and then they used to hike down and get their water in the spring down here where we're going now. And then an old sheepherder back in the late 30s had a old pump that we'll see when we get down here, and he actually pumped the water. He brought a pipeline off where we are now. As we get down here, we'll see some old pieces of it. And with that pump, they pumped the water all the way up to the top there. There's some old tanks up there, and they watered their sheep up on top.
Oh. You got your hand there?
We just go straight down here?
Yeah, for a little ways.
The trail cuts through the cliff, then down to the desert floor across a series of ledges. It is, at best, a hard climb, and we're going in a downward direction. John Schoppman used to work the water line from the bottom, up to this spring in the cliff face, then around and on up toward the top. The day warms, and 4 hours after we began, we bottom out and find Mel Schoppman waiting for us. I am beat, but I hate to admit it to 82-year-old Joseph Munch, who's hiked all the way with us.
Well, I think we all made it. And looking back, it was worth it, every bit of it.
This is Bill Leverton, News Center 10 on the Arizona Road.